Hello everyone, welcome to Jigyansa. I'm Devasmita. So, in this video, this is also another part of the economic botany, and in this video, we are going to cover about some fibers, tannin, and some dyes yielding plants. So, let's get started about this all those different types of the plants or fiber, tannin, and the dyes yielding plants. So, in case of the fiber yielding plants, what are the fibers? And fibers come next to the food plants in their importance to the kinds. So it's maybe different types of the fibers. Have you seen in the nature different cotton, jute, all those things? Because in from this fiber we are prepare our clothes and various all in our needy things from the fibers. So it is fibers are generally sclerenchymatous cells with deposition of the lignin and the cellulose. So in the same person it's the sclerenchymatous cells, and here is the deposition of the lignin and the cellulose. That's why these are the spongy like structure, and there is the the gap between the cells. That's why this because of the presence of the lignin and the cellulose, and this is the sclerenchymatous cells. So, in case of the these are elongated, thick-walled cells and with the tapering ends. So, fibers are the cells of the fibers are elongated, thick-walled cells with the tapering ends. So, different types of the fibers. So, we just see in our nature. According to their categories, it is divided into three categories. One is the surface fibers, another one is the soft fiber, and the last one is the hard fibers. So surface fibers, for example is the cotton, and the soft fibers it's flax, jute, hemp, and the rami. And in case of the hard fibers, there is found in the coconut, pineapple, and the sesame. So let's come to the surface fiber. So cotton, its scientific name is the gossypium, and there is various species found. Then these are the gossypium species, and it belongs to the family Malvaceae. So cotton is obtained from the four species of the genus Gossypium. So there is four different types of the cottons or different types of the species of the cotton. One is Gossypium arboreum. It is known as the all world species, and then Gossypium herbaceum. It's these two are the all world species, and having 2n or a number of chromosome equal to 26, which is a 26, or the diploid number of chromosome is the 26. So then comes to the Gossypium hirsutum, is the new world species. Then Gossypium barbadense. These four are the different species of the cottons. So in the old world species, the two species of the cotton, it consists of the 26 number of the chromosome, and in case of the new world species, the rest of the two having 52 number of the chromosomes. So thus cotton is both the new world and the old world crop, and this is the oldest and the world's greatest industrial crop. It grows mainly west of the black soil, mostly grown is the Gujarat and the Maharashtra, and the cotton is the surface fiber because that is the fibers arise from the seed coat. That's why this is known as the surface fiber. And these fibers are the single cell made mainly of the cellulose. That's why these are known as the surface fiber, and the amount of the lignin is deposited in this surface. That's why this is known as the surface fiber. And the long fibers are up to the 45 in the length, which are called as lint fiber. So its length is 45 in length, so that's why, and this is known as the lint fiber. So as the small fibers are called as the fudge fiber. So here two things we are found, that if there is the presence of the long fibers, or if we found the long fibers, then this is known as the lint fiber. But whether we just found the small fibers from any cotton species, then this is known as the fudge fibers. So important varieties of the cotton fibers are the Virnar, Zarila, then Doyelet, and Jayanta, Jayavant, Jayawant, then Vijay, then Digvijay. All those things are very very important for all of you because these are some important varieties of the cotton species. So cotton is very useful for the very useful for raw material for the various industries like the plastic, rayon, and explosives. Then fibers are present in the stalk of the plants, which are used for the paper making. And cottonseed oil is obtained from the kernels, which is one of the most important fatty oils. So these are some economic importance or the economic value of the cotton. Then comes to the soft fiber. In case of the soft fiber, we already seen the different things of like the jute, flax, and sun hemp, and all those things. Let's see about the what are they. In case of the flax, or normally we called as the alsi, so its scientific name is the linum usti usitatiscium, linum usitatiscium. So this belong to the family Linaceae family, and the flowers of the flax are often from the pericycle. So when we study about the anatomical structure of any stems, there is the present of the pericycles, and these flax are often from the pericycle, and these fibers are stronger and the durable than the cotton fibers. So flex fibers are the moisture or the water resistant, so used in the making of the flexing nets and the ropes. And these fibers become the more strong when wet than the dry. When these are getting dry, then when these are getting wet, then these are very strong and very strong. So in case of the jute or the patsan, these are crocus capsularis and corcos olitorius. These are the two species of the jute, and this jute belong to the family Tiliaceae family. India is the largest exporter of the jute and the jute products. Jute is it's a bast fiber obtained from the secondary phloem. That's why known as the bast fiber. These fibers are used in the making carpets, curtain, and the twins, robes, and all those things. In the markets, we are used for our daily basis the jute bag and the jute accessories for the eco-friendly nature, and these are for the eco-friendly or sustainable. We just develop the sustainability development. That's why we reuse or use the various types of the cotton, sorry, jute fibers. So it's used making the carpets and all those things. And then jute fibers deteriorate rapidly when exposed to the moisture. Then comes to it's all about the jute and the flax. Then comes to the sun hemp or the sun. Then Crotalaria juncea. So this scientific name is the Crotalaria juncea, and it's belong to the family Papilionaceae family. So the fibers of the sun hemp are obtained from the phloem and the pericycle. So in the previous or in the in the last year we have already discussed about the flax and the jute. These are already found from, one is from pericycle, another one from the secondary phloem. But in case of the sun hemp, the it obtained from the phloem and the pericycle, both of the phloem and the pericycle. So these are used in the making the chorus cloth, robes, and the twins. So mainly it is used for various purposes. Then comes to the bimli jute or patsan. Its known scientific name is the hibiscus cannabinus, and it belongs to the family Malvaceae family. So these fibers are cortical fibers and are used for making the rope, sacks, and the gunny bags. Then comes to the hemp. Then normally we call as the bhang. Its scientific name is Cannabis sativa, and it's belong to the family Cannabinaceae family. The hemp fibers are obtained from the pericycle. These are used in the making ropes, carpets, and the sail cloth. Then comes to the China grasses or the remi and the Boremia nivea. Bohmeria nivea, its scientific name is the Bohmeria nivea, and it's belong to the family Orticaceae. Then the longest, toughest, and the strongest and the most durable fibers are obtained from the secondary phloem, used for the rope, brushes, and the carpets. So these are all about the soft fibers. Then comes to the the hard fiber. Third one is the hard fibers. So hard fibers, it's for example the musa textiles, musa textilis, and or the its common name is the manila hemp or the abaca. It's belong to the family musaceae family. It's often from mainly from the leaf. So these are known as the hard fibers. So bowstring hemp like the sansevieria, and it's belong to the family Liliaceae. The fibers are often from the leaves. So these are all about. Then comes to the coir or the nariyal. We have already seen about the economic value or economic importance of the nariyal or the cocos. This is due to there are various purposes or the maximum uses. This is known otherwise known as the Calfabricia in case of the Kerala, and its scientific name is the Cocos nucifera and belong to the family Palmi. And the mesocarp is fibrous, and the fibers of this plant are highly resistant to the water. Then comes to the sisal hemp, and then sisal hemp means its scientific name is the agave sisalana. Then it's a belong to the family Agavaceae family. Yellowish stiff fibers are obtained from the leaves and are used for making the ropes and the twins. So all are these about. So we have already know about the various types of the fibers. So let's comes to the tannins. So tannins means tannins are the organic compound glucosidal in nature, and the having the acidic reaction. These are the complex glucosides of the gallic acid and also known as the tannic acid. So these are the mainly the complex compounds or the organic compounds, and it's a glucosidal in nature. That's what is found in the complex glucoside of the gallic acid, and these are known as the tannic acid. Tannins are often from the insect gulls. Insect gulls we have found the tannins, and these are basis of the basis of the blue black inks. That is a gallic acid plus ferrous sulfate plus little coloring matter. So blue black inks, it's the combination of the three types. One is the gallic acid, ferrous sulfate, and another one is the little coloring matter, that they combine to form the blue black ink. So some dyes yielding plants, these are all about the tannins. And some dyes yielding plants, dyes means color. So dyes means in our daily basis we mostly use in our home, that is the haldi or a turmeric. This is yellowish in color, and this also dyes. So here in case of the dye yielding plant, we just see about what are the different types of the plants that we get from different colors or the dyes. So dyes are colored compound capable of being fixed to the fabrics which do not come out on the washing with the soap. So it's after we just stain in these colors, then whatever we washing with the soap or those and any other substances, it cannot be removed. So this can be obtained from the woods, leaves, flowers, or the rhizomes. It may be different types, and it is obtained from different parts of the plants. Some dyes obtained from the woods. Let's see first things that the different types of the dyes obtained from the woods. So one is the logwood. This is known as the patang, or its name is the hematoxylin stain. Or the dye is often from the heartwood of the hematoxylin campesianum. Hematoxylin campesianum, and it's belong to the family Sigilpiniaceae family. So this dye is known as the hematoxylin stain, or it's obtained from the heartwood of the hematoxylin campesianum. Then comes to the kher or the katha or the katiju or koch, and it's already we have know about this because its scientific name is the Acacia catechu, and it is obtained from the wood of the Acacia catechu, and this is belong to the family Mimosaceae family. Then it is prepared mainly for the Bareilly, UP, and Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Then comes to the sapan wood. Sapan wood, so it's gulal, commonly known as the gulal. This dye is obtained from the heartwood of the Sigilpinia sapan, and this belong to the family Sigilpiniaceae family. So all those things are belong to or the dyes obtained from the wood. Let's see about the dyes obtained from the leaves. Indigo, it's a indigo color. It means ki normally we call as the neil or the bluish type. Then this is from the leaves of the Indigofera tinctoria. Then we just found indigo color, and it belongs to the family Papilionaceae family. This dye is obtained which is used for the whitening the clothes. This is mainly used we just use in our daily life, or after washing the white clothes we just use the neil or the indigo color. And this is from the ujala, normally we call as the ujala. This is the best example. And this is the obtained from the Indigofera tinctoria. Then henna, mehendi, normally we maximum cases the with the women are used to the mehendi for their hairs, and their for dyeing their hands, or many occasions they just use the henna or the mehendi. This is orange dye obtained from the leaves of the Lawsonia inermis. So the plants or the mehendi plants is or the henna plants is the scientific name is the Lawsonia inermis. So and it's belong to the family Lythraceae family. Then comes to the dyes obtained from some flowers like safflower or the kusum. This is the yellow dye obtained from the flowers of the Carthamus tinctorius, and it's belong to the family Compositae family. Then flame of the forest or the tesu or the palas. Have you seen the flower palas? Yes, actually here is in case of the maximum different region, it is seen very it's covers very large area, and its scientific name is the Butia monosporma, and it's belong to the family Papilionaceae family. It is yellow in color. Then saffron, all of you very well familiar with kesar or saffron or the jaffron. So this is the yellow orange colored dye obtained from the flower of the crocus sativus. Crocus sativus, the flower's name is the crocus sativus, where we get the kesar or saffron or the jaffron, and it's belong to the family uh, Iridaceae family. Then kesar is obtained from the dried stigma and the upper part of the styles. It is mainly grown in the village of the Palmpur of the Jammu and the Kashmir. Mainly, in case of the Jammu and Kashmir, the villages are grown for the kesar. So uh, then 1 ounce of the kesar is obtained from 4,000 flowers. So here is a very important for you, because the 1 ounce is equal to 28.38 grams. Its value is 28.35 grams. So 1 ounce means 28.35 grams of the kesar is obtained from 4,000 flowers. So it's the big information, or the very important information for all of you. And then comes to the tree of the sorrow, that is Hersinger. It's Nyctanthus arbotricis. Then it's belong to the family Oleaceae family. An orange color dye is obtained from its flower, which is used for the coloring the cotton and the silk. So these are obtained from and these are mainly used for coloring of the cotton and the silk fiber. So comes to the dye obtained from the rhizomes. Rhizomes, it's the best example of the turmeric or the haldi. It's rhizome means haldi or the turmeric, what that we use in our daily life. From the rhizomes of the turmeric, Curcuma domesticata. Its scientific name is the Curcuma domesticata, and it's belong to the family Gingiberaceae family. A yellow colored dye is obtained, which is used to color the food stock. So, so these are all about various types of the fibers. Then the fibers, then comes then tannins, then dyes obtained from the different plants. So I think all of you getting so much many information regarding the fibers, tannins, and the dyes yielding plants. So thank you.